The voice sounded a little clearer, and not a little confused. Who is this? Detective Marshall. Where are you right now? His voice got firmer. There's an urgent matter that we need to discuss. Oh, okay. Sure, I'm still at home. I got the day off, so I was sleeping in. He rattled off the address, and Brice assured him they'd be there in 10 minutes. The young man who opened the door was 6 foot, blond, had blue eyes, and good, strong features. He had a decent build, not muscled or ripped, but it was easy to see why Katie had gone out with him. Brice noted that he hadn't bothered to shower while waiting for them. It looked as though he had instead just gone back to sleep. He stood there at the door wearing worn, thin boxers, messy hair, and a day's worth of stubble. "Hi, Brian," Brice said. "Mind if we sit down?" "Oh, sure." Brian stepped aside and gestured to the living room. It was spacious and surprisingly neat for a single guy. The carpet even had the lines that showed a recent vacuuming, and there wasn't a dust bunny or empty cup in sight. "Nice place you got here," Kent commented. "Who's your maid service?" As Kent and Brice sat, Brian shuffled his feet, and, if Brice didn't know any better, blushed. No service. I'm, kind of a neat freak." When the men just stared at him, he shrugged. "What? I don't like a mess. Big deal. I like it clean, so I clean." "Brian," Brice started, getting to the point because he wasn't sure Kent wouldn't get into a debate about the dangers of doing housework. His partner was a serious slob. "We understand that you had a date with Katie Jernigan last night." Bafflement marked his features, and he said, "Yeah? So?" And his arms crossed over his chest. The defensive gesture was not lost on the detectives. "Can you tell us how that went? What time the date ended?" "It went great. Why? We hit it off and stayed out for a while. I don't know what time I got home." "So, you went home alone?" Kent left a smirk in place to needle him. Brice knew he did it just to see if they could shake something loose. "Yeah, alone." Brian's stance got even more defensive. His fists clenched where they were tucked under his pits, and he braced his legs as though for a fight. "I mean, we fooled around a little. It was our first date, and we weren't ready to spend the whole night together." "So, what?" Kent returned. "You bent her over in a dark alley and then said see ya?" "Hey!" Brian's face flushed an ugly red, and he took an aggressive step forward. "Watch it! You got no right to come in here and talk that way. And watch where you're going with that. She's a nice girl. And even though it was our first date, we've known each other a long time. And it wasn't in a freaking alley either. He lost some of his steam and seemed to think twice about giving out the details. "Wait, what's this about? What happened? Is she in trouble for something?" He looked from one to the other of them. "Am I?" "You're not in trouble." "Not yet, anyway," Brice thought. "We need you to finish telling us about your date, though. Go on." More cautious now, Brian continued. "We came back here. We weren't ready for an all-nighter, so I took her home after." He looked like he knew he was caught in a trap, but didn't know what he could do about it. "What time did you take her home?" "I told you, I don't know. I wasn't keeping track." "All right," Kent soothed, switching tactics to keep him off balance. "So you saw her safely home? You took her there yourself?" "No, I'm a jerk-off who bags him and leaves him." Brian shot Kent a look that should have fried him on the spot. "Of course I saw her home. We left and took a cab to her place. I left her in front of the back door to her building because she didn't want the neighbors asking questions if anyone saw me going up to her apartment. We kissed goodnight, and I'm supposed to have dinner with her after her shift." "Wait." Brice zeroed in on that. He knew it was supposed to be her off day. "She's working today?" "Yeah," Brian shrugged. "At her second job. She doesn't make enough at the Surf and Slurp, so she took a part-time deal at that new